Okay, bag Fumbler files. Okay, wait, which ones am I? Which? Wait, which? Oh, did you take one of them off?
Hmm?
Did you take one of them off, or am I
No,
misremembering?
I didn't change anything.
Oh, okay.
Okay, why is it not showing my... Okay, now it's showing. Thanks, fuck.
Okay, it's bag Fumbler files.
Alright, seems
Wait,
it's
and Rummy,
showing.
you're still.
I'm gonna spread this around real quick. Shouldn't be more than an hour and a half, honestly, so...
Okay. And that's depending on if anybody else comes or not, because when we have more people, it tends to stretch out longer than it needs to be, which is funny.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. I refuse to call this site X. It's going to be called Twitter, damn it. Deal with it. Let me get... Come on. Create post. Alright, posted. See here. We'll give it about 10 minutes. I'd say I feel bad for the people who support the bag fumblers, but no, they made their choice. No, wait, scratch that. I feel just slightly bad, but here's why. Because of just how badly they're going to get roasted. It'll be in order this time, so let's see here. Jacques, you're definitely going to get roasted, you son of a bitch. Because, Jesus Christ. The man committed a fumble similar to that of Yamcha. One job. Just one. Know what that job is, buddy boy? Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick to your fucking family. And the sad part is, I'm gonna have to do similar ones to this shit because I keep finding bag fumblers every other fucking day. I keep finding more fumblers. When I keep finding more bag fumblers, someone's gonna have to suffer. I keep finding more bag fumblers. No, now that I think about it, shit. I just realized Kisaki did make a bag fumble, a massive one. It only just hit me. He made a major fumble.
What do you mean?
Simple. Truck coon. I mean, what's the one thing you do when it comes to truck coon that you should do if you don't want to get hit?
Dodge.
And what did Kisaki fail to do?
The motherfucker just sat there and took it.
Exactly.
He did that fucking thing that villains always fucking do when they're caught in a fucking corner. They fucking monologue.
Not just
And
that.
that's what
Not just that. He got too cocky. He literally got too cocky and he paid the price for it with his
buddy, who do you
life.
it's like, buddy, who do you think you are? Doofenshmirtz?
I guess so.
It's like motherfucker, even he would have been smart to dodge the truck.
Just, buddy, one job, Kisaki. Just one. He had just one job. That entire scene, he had just one job. Pay attention to your goddamn surroundings. But he was an idiot, and he paid dearly for it.
Hmm.
Right, I need to. Oh, that's right. I need to share this in the retro server as well because I forgot to do it like an idiot. I swear. This is a mental note to myself. I'm going to need to torment the shit out of Riku for his Mei Mei simping.
Hmm. He really gonna get away with it. It's like, buddy, I cost you a 4K. And that it didn't help that he dragged his ass down with him. It's like, damn, it was bad enough it was, but you had to drag my brother into it. The fuck?
All right, we'll give it a few minutes. To those in the chat, if any, at the moment, I'm still spreading the stream around. What's up? I should probably feel bad for the shenanigans I commit, but I just don't feel bad.
Eh,
To be fair, some of the shenanigans are deserved.
yeah. Excuse me.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I might as well put Hiyama on the list because he is a bag fumbler and a half.
Mm.
He made 3 colossal fumbles throughout Arifureta. I just remember that. He made 3 fumbles.
Mm.
Not one, not two, but 3. How the hell do you make 3 fumbles in less than 2 seasons?
Jesus.
Well, actually, he made that within 1 season. What am I saying?
Mm.
All right, gotta spread this around a little more. Da, 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 da. I should probably feel bad for this, but I don't. Because I'd be lying if I said I felt bad.
Eh.
Let's see, where is. Sometimes with some of these stores, I forget where self promo is. There we go. Self promos. Do I want to know my missions and statuses? I got fucked by Dracula.
I
That's literally what I'm
honestly,
seeing as a status right now. Like,
I know, but fucking, I asked the same fucking question. I don't know why he has it like that.
mission. If you're watching this, can you explain, sir? Because what the hell?
Like, buddy, mission. What the actual fuck is your status?
I have to agree.
Explain yourself, dear. Why is it I got fucked by Dracula? Last I checked, I was like, no man, that's some gay shit. What the fuck?
Or it could just be mission as usual. Or or Dracula fucked him up in a fight. I don't fucking know.
Who knows?
Because no mission could be anything.
Yeah,
I mean, it's this mission we're talking about.
yeah.
All right, it's been almost 12 minutes. I think it's time we start. All right, let's see here. Hmm. Oh, let's see here. All right. Bleh, I feel dumb. All right, so for those watching, not sure how many in the chat at the moment because I'm keeping an eye on my frames and all that. What's up, people? This is Hazard of Chaos here. It was another with basically, well, this is a roast court recap. This one for my birthday kid Tama, because why not? And also introducing Tama, part of the prosecution squad for these roast courts. At this point, I might as well
Mm-hmm.
just put it as that at this point.
Mm.
Anyway, this is a roast court where we basically have to go dig through fictional characters. In the case of basically their ups and downs, their major screw ups or reasons they just straight up deserve to be just roasted, clowned on, made fun of, however you want to put it. Because some of them really just deserve it. I'm the judge, Haz of Chaos, and welcome. Anyways, this one is, as I put last time, the bag fumbler files. Now, some people may not know what bag fumbling basically means, so I'm just gonna keep it straight. Basically, bag fumbling is essentially when you fumble so badly that you not make a colossal mistake, but it's one that's put potential for the record books. You'd have to mess up so badly. Hey, Gilman, you have to mess up so badly when it comes to fumbling the bag that you essentially, like, how to put this? You're basically about to secure some easy money, and then at the last possible moment, you screw up the opportunity. And when you screw up, we'll be there to laugh at and basically roast you about it. Talk about the other
Yeah.
characters in question. So, all right. So for this particular edition, we're going through a recap of what we went through last time for those who missed out. So let's bring in the first two idiots, shall we, Tama?
Yep.
Ed once with a third, and Jen Rummy from the Boondocks. Tama, would you like to read off their fumbles? Because there's quite a few of them.
Yep. Let me see. Okay, where is it at? Okay, Ed and Rummy, aka Tweedledum and Tweedledum Ass of the Boondocks. These motherfuckers fumbled as followed. Repeated failure at robbery. Never making plans ahead of time. Multiple failed kidnappings. Ed's fumble. Kidnapped and tortured the wrong kid, mistaking him for local bully Butch Magnus. Rummy's fumble. Starting a shootout in a gas station store to avoid paying for purchases. Their
Just add one.
duo fumble.
I gotta add one more thing to it real quick. Like, please continue.
Okay. The double fumble. Both of them completely failing to catch the local Xbox killer due to frankly shitty priorities. And I'm gonna let you type that last one out before I read it.
Okay, because this one's important. Okay, this last one. This was a massive fumble on Ed's part. So go ahead and Tom and read this one. I had I literally just remembered this one too.
And finally, Ed's fumble of the fucking day literally ruined a potential deal for Thugnificent to make a comeback to the music industry for its rap career by starting a shootout in the producer's house. Thugnificent was shot at, wound up shut up. Nah. Thugnificent wound up shot at and blamed for it.
Yep. Let me give some context on this one. So, Thugnificent accidentally committed career suicide by making fun of a young rapper who looked up to him, telling him to eat a dick. One thing leads to another. Thugnificent resorts to drug dealing to keep up with the expenses of his lifestyle, which unfortunately backfired in the long run anyway. And he actually resorted to going to an old friend and a producer who used to work with him. Now, here's the thing. Doug Nipson was originally going to make it a drug deal because, as far as he knew, the producer was on drugs, like the drugs he used to be addicted to. But apparently, the producer was clean. And in fact, out of the kindness of his heart, was going to offer Thugnificent not just a record deal, but an advance of almost 300 grand. Ed, who came along as protection, basically thought in his twisted little mind, he apparently did not pay close attention, didn't think this through. He figured that there was actually the drug deal was going to go through, but he apparently didn't realize that the drug deal was essentially flipped in favor of a legitimate deal, which for some reason pissed him off, and he shot one of the producer's bodyguards. This resulted in a shootout that basically got everyone but Riley shot at, because if I remember right, Riley was there for this when this happened. And of course, Thugnificent got shot at, despite the fact that he never basically called for this to happen. And because of this shit, the producer said, "You know what? Fuck this, no deal." All the while shooting at Thugnificent from his house. Ed somehow walked to have just literally just a gunshot wound to his chest. But I should warn you. But it should be advised that Ed wears a bulletproof vest. So yeah, that's what happened.
Jesus.
Ugh. I got no words for this one. So Tama, have at this.
I what can even be said about these two dumb fucks?
Especially Ed. I'm starting to think Ed's the dumber one.
Yeah. And unfortunately, he's the one that holds the fuck. He's the one that says, "Okay, your turn with the brain cells over. Mine now." He literally is like, "No."
Continue. Just,
It's like,
God damn it.
motherfucker, motherfucker might as well be that fucking annoying little brother that said, Mom says my turn on the Xbox." Except he doesn't ask for permission. He's just gonna take the fucking remote. He's gonna take the controller away from you and possibly fucking break it. Whether it's on accident or on purpose remains to be seen, but most likely on purpose. Just because it's a, if I can't play the Xbox, then you can't play the Xbox either.
Yeah. And like when it comes to his fumbles, he's just doing the most half the time for no reason.
Which, chat, need to remind you, motherfucker actually did do that when he got butt hurt because Riley was beating him at a game. You were literally a child and decided to throw a fucking bitch fit and shoot the goddamn PlayStation 2.
Yeah, that's a perfectly good. That's a perfectly good waste of a PS2. Damn it. I mean, granted, the console's outdated as fuck, but you ever know how much they would sell for? Jesus Christ, Ed.
Bro, it's not that serious. Apparently, it was serious enough for him to pull out his fucking blicky and shoot the fuck out of the goddamn console. It's like, man, it's like, okay, petty ass. Next time I'm playing a game, I ain't inviting your ass to play with me. You can
And like I said, like I pointed out earlier, like you said earlier, he ruined a perfectly legitimate deal for Thugnificent to make a comeback in the rap career after he royally fumbled it. After he fumbled it by telling the rapper who looked up to him to eat a dick. Actually, you know what? We have honorable mention. Thugnificent. You can continue roasting Ed and Rami on this one. I'm gonna go get a picture real quick of Thugnificent because he made some colossal fumbles. He only had like 3 appearances
it's
in the
like,
entire series,
you're
but
supposed to be the sensible one about of the fucking two. You're supposed to be the brains. Why the hell are you letting him rub off on you? Why are you letting him make you stupid by association? It's like that motherfucker took your brain, fucking licked it, rubbed his stupidity all over, and said, "Okay, here you go. You can have it back now." After contaminating it with his can't say that word on YouTube. Not
he's a
that this is getting
dumbass. He's a straight up dumbass.
like motherfucker really said no takebacks. Your brain is mine now. Enjoy
I
being
feel
just as
like
stupid as
Rummy is
me.
literally the smarter one between the both of them. In all honesty,
Yeah, but it's also stupid how often he goes along with Ed's shit and how
that's
often those two butt
because
heads.
those two have been like, from my understanding, those two have been friends for years, but even wound up in the military together. Yeah, for hilarious enough, Ed is a military veteran. Fucked up how that is, but it's true.
I would motherfucker Mikey and Draken of the show, but that's an insult to those two because those two
No.
actually.
No, that's not okay. Putting them as Mikey and Drock, hell no.
Yeah, that's why I said I would have, but Mikey and Draken actually have fucking brains, unlike those two.
Exactly. That's why, all the more reason why I say that's a terrible idea.
If anything, they're like fucking This is fucking Tokyo Revengers spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen season 3, but they're basically the fucking Mochi and Madarame of fucking Boondocks.
Or the Haitani brothers, because they're just as bad.
Yeah. Reason why I say reason why I say those two is because those two are stupid and they jump into shit without thinking.
They thought
No, they didn't. That's the point.
exactly why I said it. They actually thought? Cause I ain't seeing it. Okay, I need to list this man's. I need to list Doug Gibson's fumbles because I just remembered a few of them. Chat, you got anything you want to say about this bullshit? Especially with what Ed apparently did to fuck over Doug Gibson by accident. Cause
Alright.
I'm all eyes and ears on this shit. Welcome back, Tama. I'm just asking chat what they think about Ed's royal fuck up with Doug Gibson's deal. Cause Jesus.
Also, we can't compare fucking Ed and Rummy to the Tiny brothers because those two actually have brains.
You know what? You're right.
And they actually fucking succeed in what they do.
You're right.
So Shion, yeah. So Shion and Mochizuki are literally the only comparisons you can make.
You're right. You're
Because
right.
those two are stupid, they're reckless, they butt heads, and they might as well share a fucking brain cell. Despite how
Yeah, you're right. I can't even argue that one.
yep.
Jesus
Because
Christ.
pretty sure nobody in chat would get this fucking reference besides you because we've seen season 3. But literally the argument they had while waiting for fucking Mikey and the others at the fucking docks.
Jesus.
Literally, Mochi is Rummy and fucking Ed is fucking Madarame.
You're not wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, give me, like I said, give me a second to, like, might as well look with the chat what they think about all this shit.
Mm.
Let's see. Oh yeah, let's see. Like, Doug Gibson didn't make a lot of fumbles, but the ones he did.
Also, thank you, Gilmon. Also, thank you, Crossy, for the happy birthday wishes. These two are basically if Ash and Gary grew up on the streets and they turned to the streets after losing the. It's the ghetto odd couple. Ed, you still look like a poor broke Eminem. Okay,
Damn.
now don't do Eminem like that. Eminem deserves better than that. That motherfucker literally went from rags to riches while Ed is over here fucking rags to rags.
No, Ed is just a dumbass, and hell, by literally his grandfather's own statement, he could be in 30 years he could be the president of the United States and he still be a fucking idiot.
Yep.
The sad part is he's not wrong.
Can't make a president out of an idiot, especially not with Ed's ass because one little thing tipping him off the edge and he'll fucking nuke the whole goddamn neighborhood. Can't trust him with anything.
Uh,
If you even stare at him wrong or piss him off, he will send the army after you.
Jesus Christ. You know what? I'm gonna have to. We'll go back to the honorable mention after we go to the next one because I think it's safe to say we need to revise the bag fumbling score here. At this one, we might have to revise the score considering what Ed fucking did.
Gilmore, no, don't do Jesse and James like that.
Jeez.
No, rest in peace, Jesse's voice actor, but don't do them dirty like that.
That's cold blooded.
Don't those two are a better duo than those two dummies.
I mean, you're not wrong.
At least they were closer to fucking succeeding at their plans than Ed and Rummy.
That's true. Team Rocket has come close. Who knows how many times at this point? Let's be honest.
Yep. Those two are not the same. Ed and Rummy wish they could be on the level of Jesse and James, but they never will because they can't cooperate worth shit and would rather fucking work independently than actually work together, despite being fucking friends. It's like y'all are working towards the same goal, but y'all clearly don't have your priorities straight.
Okay,
And James have
so anything like so, Tama, what would you give the scoring on this after considering what Ed fucking did? Like he alone rates an 8 out of 10. Rami is the brains between the two of them, but to be fair, Rami's just
he's
done some
just
out of pocket shit, especially with the whole shit with the referee at the kickball incident.
I would say that Rummy is a 7 to 8, and Ed would probably be a borderline 9.5 to a 10, maybe an 8 if I feel generous. But two of them together, I feel like it's a
Even if we average
eight
it
and a half.
out, it's still it's still an 8 or 9 out of 10. Cause Jesus Christ, you two.
Yep. Again, Jesse and James were closer to actually succeeding in their fucking plans than Ed and Rummy ever have in their fucking wildest dreams. At one point, they actually did fucking catch Pikachu like they tried to all those years. So again, Jesse and James are not a good comparison to Ed and Rummy. Those two are fucking failures, while Jesse and James actually were closer to succeeding. They had foolproof plans, and despite them butting heads, they were still able to work together.
This is also
Work
true. Not to mention, at one point in time, believe it or not, Team Rocket once actually saved the planet, if I remember correctly. I mean, I could be dead wrong on that, but they did help save the world at least twice.
Also, do not ever mention Shell Tucker in this chat ever again. That
Wait,
name is
who
forbidden.
mentioned Shell Tucker?
Gilmon,
Why?
that motherfucker said Jesse and James are have come close to success as Shell Tucker is a responsible dad.
The sad thing is, and this is my theory on Jesse and James. I know I'm going off the rails here, but I feel like this is my theory. I feel like they're just trying to be criminals because they just want to break free from whatever the fuck held them down in the first place. I don't think they're really like. Don't get me wrong, they're criminals, yes, but they don't seem to be very good at it.
Good wanted to be, but I feel like they're mostly doing what they do to, step out of the mold that society or whoever the fuck set for them. Probably to rebel against their families or something. Who knows?
All right, so I have the
But,
episode one done finally. Just this
but
man. Oh right, almost forgot.
but I don't ever want to hear Jesse and James in the same sentence as Shao Tucker ever again. That's disgusting. They're more like a comedy show every time they appear. I mean, they're literally a running gag in almost every episode of Pokemon. I think that's their whole point. So the Magnificent Day? You already done with it?
Yep. It didn't take me long to go through the
Um,
info. So the next one, this one's an honorable mention. Oh boy. This one's a doozy, chat, because this has to be said. So let's see, the back fumble ratio for Ed and Rami real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna give those two to, I have to at this point. I'm giving them both a solid 8.5 out of 10. Because I've seen worse fumbles than these two. It's just these two are setting the bar here. They really are. Y'all can quote me on that or whatever, but that's just how I see it. Here's a different way to figure out to score it. So depending on the level of fumble, I feel like that's what we should also give them in terms of points. So let's see, going by repeated failure of robbery on a scale of 1 to 10, Tama, what would you give that? Because we're giving them,
because they try.
because here's what I like to call bag fumble points. Because we give them a rating, now we need to give them the points. So repeated failure of robbery, what would you give them, Tama?
The repeated failed robberies. The fact that it just happens over and over and over again, I think I would have to give that
Because I'm
7 or an
I'm
8.
adding this shit up right now. Like I'm literally giving them a score.
I'd have to give it a 7 or an 8 if I'm being honest.
That's fair.
Cause
So that's an 8.
it
So we'll just lowball it to a 7.
yeah. Cause it really shouldn't be that fucking hard to rob.
Especially when
Considering
they
those two don't.
supposedly plan this shit out. Never making plans
Yeah,
ahead of
it's like
time. That's a fumble in
plans
itself.
those two never planning anything. That's gonna have to get a fucking 9.
Yep, so that's 16 points. Congratulations, Ed. You're already scoring 16 points. Multiple failed kidnappings. They made 3 failed kidnappings. 3. 4 if you count what Ed did to that kid with the Butch Magnus incident. I'm being nice here by giving them, like, even if I put this on a scale of 1 to 5, the score's still pretty high.
Yeah.
So, god damn it, you two. For
The
fuck's
fact
sake.
it happened. Like motherfuckers said, live and learn. They said, what's learning?
Learning? Those two?
No, they said we gonna keep making the same mistakes.
So, even if I, what, just to be somewhat fair, I'm going to half the potential score they could have gotten here because I'm going to be honest with you. On a scale of 1 to 5, because of all the times they fumbled kidnapping, especially in Ed's case with that one incident, I'm giving them a 16 out of a total of 20 points. And I'm being generous. 32 points, motherfuckers. Keep going. Starting a shootout at the gas station. Scale of 1 to 10, please.
That's a fucking 10. That's so fucking 10 just because
Jesus!
you don't.
42 points. Keep going.
Damn. Never seen someone so desperate to not fucking pay for the shit that they wanted that you would pull out a fucking gun and fucking shoot out. That's
Not
crazy.
to mention, this is the same gas station that Ed's father helped the owner fucking build.
Your damn granddaddy's name now.
Not even his granddad, his father helped him build that shit. Like Jesus. And his father, it
This
turns
on
out Ed's father happens to be the owner's friend. Jesus
this
Christ.
on your family. This on your fucking guns.
Yep. Next one is failing to catch the Xbox killer because of shitty priorities, choosing to buy snacks over simply taking a left turn and going 2 blocks down to catch the killer before he killed somebody again.
fucking way.
I can't make this up. That's what Huey said. All they do is make literally a left turn and go down the street like 1 or 2 blocks. They would have caught the motherfucker before he killed somebody.
And they couldn't even do that.
Yep. Oh, and I just remembered another fumble on their part. This was with the Xbox killer incident. They were literally breaking into people's homes and forcing them out to try and basically see if the killer was hiding in any of their apartments.
Bruh.
Yep. That's just Ed and Rummy for you. They're idiots.
I would have been lenient, but the fact that they had to fucking break in to do that shit instead of saying this is a state emergency, we're gonna need you to leave your fucking
Leave your
leave
fucking
the premise,
homes.
leave your home so we can inspect the place. We're on the lookout for someone, we can't say who, but we're looking for someone. We will let you
Jesus
know when it's
Christ.
no.
And
It said get the
keep in
fuck
mind
out.
what was at stake with the Xbox killer incident. Tom literally got arrested for supposedly matching the description.
Bruh.
Not even kidding. The only
That's
reason they
fucking
were even hunting for the Xbox killer in the first place was because Tom was about to get sent to jail on false charges.
how fuck.
Well, Tom did get his get back though. He sued the shit out of the legal system for it.
Fuck should. The motherfucker kept catching L's almost every fucking episode.
Let's see. So we're gonna give this one an 8 out of 10 for the failed to catch Xbox killer thing because they could have prevented a second murder. So that's 50 points. And then Ed ruining the deal for forgiveness to make a comeback. Ruining a man's career before he could get back off the ground. Nice work, Ed.
Yeah. No, and dumbass. You're really showing us how it's done.
Yeah, how to ruin somebody's career. Ask Ed.
True.
How to ruin a rapper's success in the music business. Just ask Ed once in the third.
Like, why? Just watch. Just ask it, and you'll see.
All right, so the score for Ed on this one, because I'm just giving this one a straight 9 out of 10. He has 59 points. Ed,
Jesus.
and most of those points are because of Ed.
Yep.
59 points. Thanks a lot, Ed, you fucking idiot.
Congratulations. You are a dumbass.
Dumb fuck. All right, next one, because we've already
Actually,
this.
no. Those motherfuckers are giving Tweedledum and Tweedledee a run for their fucking money and stupidity.
You're not wrong. They would.
Because Jesus Christ, I ain't never seen two people so stupid.
You're not wrong.
No.
There's idiots and then there's these two. Just words fail me with them. Alright, next on the chopping block. They got their score 59 points. Congratulations, you two. You played yourselves. Next, Thugnificent. A newcomer to the roast court, and here's why. Tom, would you like to read off his fumbles, please? Thugnificent. Would you like to read off his fumbles, please? Uh-oh. Discord being Discord. 1 second. Okay. Audio issues. Okay, so yeah, we have Thugnificent. Their score total right now is 59 points. At this point, this is just sad. I'm putting the point total is out of 100. And their back fumble ratio, the higher you score, the bigger the dumbass.
Jesus.
So yeah, congratulations, Ed and Rummy. You somehow got past the halfway mark. Now,
Now,
Dougnificent, buddy. Oh, we got some words for you, but Tama, go ahead and read this idiot's fumble, please.
all right, by his government name, Otis Jenkins, cringe ass fucking name. To anyone that actually has that name on IRL, I'm sorry for dissing you, Loki, but I cannot. I cannot take him seriously with that fucking name.
I don't blame you.
Anyways, yeah. Also known as the fucking old man hater. Um, but I'm gonna get off his ass for a second. And read his fucking fumbles. Uh, caused a week-long beef with Granddad over a total misunderstanding.
Yep.
For context, this motherfucker he moved into their neighborhood after their old neighbors moved out, and
Not to
ever since
mention,
he moved in, he'd been causing.
yeah, he'd been causing a lot of disturbing the peace since then. But here's the thing to note: Granddad was giving him shit for the fact that he was basically had a lot of money. But here's the thing: Doug Nixon paid for that house himself. Like he paid it, like literally property and all. But continue.
Motherfucker was causing a lot of disturbance in the neighborhood. Granddad was getting on his ass because he was rich, thinking that he basically bought the house out when he paid for it himself, and asked Magnificent several times to bring the noise down
The,
to no to no avail,
to be
basically.
fair, to be fair though, Granddad should have done this a peaceful way. He was starting shit just because he was irritated. That's kind of on him. And here's the thing: Doug Nixon did stay straight up. If he just talked to him about it, like like a grown ass man, they wouldn't have had their beef. A lot of bullshit between them could have been avoided if Doug Nixon had, not been like if the Granddad hadn't been an asshole about it.
Like he didn't even try. He just immediately said, "Okay, I'm calling the police. I'm reporting you for causing a disturbance in the neighborhood."
So yeah, that's
It's like,
kind of on Granddad, but Doug Nixon could have been a little more considerate. So that's not so much a fumble.
yeah,
That's just Granddad being a dick.
yeah,
So we'll have some minus points for that for the fumble score.
yeah.
But he
Okay.
did disturb. He did cause a lot of noise, so that's obviously not going to fly with most neighbors.
Yep.
But that's what led to the beef that well, the F Granddad video and everything. So
Okay.
you may you may
His
continue.
next fumble. Yep. Okay. Insulted young rapper Sergeant Gutter on live radio, telling him to eat a dick.
God damn it.
Not even a joke. Literally said that.
Yeah, I can confirm this. He told Sergeant Guard to eat a dick because he was upset that his videos weren't doing as well as they used to, and his albums weren't selling like they used to. And because Sergeant Gutter, a new kid on the block, basically was getting up there, like he was already climbing to the top of the board over Dougnificent even. Now here's where Dougnificent really fumbled, which Tama's about to read here.
It's resulted in Gutter firing back by calling up Magnificent's mom in a YouTube video and telling him what he did.
Yep.
Now that's embarrassing. You're a grown ass fucking man throwing a fucking temper tantrum, and this man literally had to call your mama
Not even a
and
man.
tell
Dude
her,
was 15 years old.
like, bruh, you had to tell your mama you were a whole ass bitch over fucking video, over your album not selling. Your mom
He
is
was
fucking ashamed of you.
I feel bad for Magnificent's mom on this one because literally called up the man's mama on the YouTube video. Oh,
Like,
couldn't be me.
like, what if you really went lower? and made a I fucked your mom joke, but he was the bigger man, being younger than Thugnificent, and called his mom, saying, your grown ass son is being a fucking bully over fucking video and his albums. To tell him, to tell him what you need to tell him, because I can't tell him anything. I'm only a child. Like it's real fucking embarrassing when you see a grown ass fucking adult acting like a child,
Jesus Christ.
and that minor is more grown up than you are, and they have to call your fucking parents to tell them you're being a fucking child.
There's no escaping the shame from
Like,
that one. I'm gonna
like
be
if I
honest
caught
with
a
you.
motherfucker talking shit,
I'm gonna be honest when I say this. I'm actually impressed he was actually able to get over that incident, considering how embarrassing that was. I
yeah,
can't help it. Like, Jesus Christ.
I know if that was fucking me, I would have done the same fucking things. Like you are a grown ass fucking adult. I am just a fucking minor. What am I gonna do to you?
You may
What the fuck am
continue with his fumbles.
Okay, next fumble. Brought Ed with him to a meeting with a music producer who was actually going to give Thugnificent a fresh start, but it went south thanks to Ed. Um,
we already
i.e., what we
we
were
already
talking about,
addressed that.
not. Oh, yeah,
Yeah, we already addressed that, but all the same, Doug Nevson made the choice of bringing Ed. But to be fair, Ed was supposed to be protection, former Marine training and all.
yep, yep.
So
Okay,
kind
moving
of a
on.
fumble, kind of not. The
Yeah,
jury's still out on that one. Next.
yeah. All right. Cost his ex friend Flo Nominal his job at a well paying company by mentioning what they did as rappers. Like,
Yeah.
like, damn, you're fucking failing, so you gotta drag your old friend down with
He
you?
didn't realize that his friend never mentioned his former job as a rapper. He had no
Yeah.
idea that Phenomenal had kept what he did in the down low. And because he mentioned that at an interview, not only did Doug Nixon get turned down for the job that Phenomenal stuck his neck out on to help him get, but he actually got Flo fired as well. That,
I like I think being a rapper wouldn't have been so bad, but the shit that he did as a rapper was what ultimately
yeah.
got him,
And this
which
was a
kind of
company
fucked
that
him.
was not, this is a company who one of their executive officers is not a fan of rappers at all. So Phenomenal went through a lot of hoops to make sure that shit got buried. And Doug Nixon went and uncovered that shit by accident. Oops.
Now I see why those two are ex friends.
Yeah.
Doug Nipson got looser lips than any other fucking old school rapper that would snitch on themselves in their fucking music.
Now, to his credit, I'll give him this much. He managed to bounce back from this fuck up. But still, that's pretty bad. He works for UPS now, as of, I think, season 3, but still, that's a pretty colossal fuck up.
Yep. It's like damn, stick the snitching on yourself and your music, not on your friends who are trying to get out of the hood.
The only reason, like I said, the only reason Flo kept his what he did back then on the downloads, because again, he was trying to, at least make a decent living.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's trying to get out of the hood. Motherfucker was tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
And us not liking rappers at all, he kind of had the incentive to especially keep his past life under lock and key.
Yep.
But I digress. Okay, allowing Riley to join his gang, lethal interjection led to the Butch Magnus incident.
Yep. He literally allowed Riley to join the gang, even though they're all grown ass men.
Yep, that looked fucking weird as hell.
Not just that, but let's be fair here. Again, this led to the Butch Magnus incident, where Butch literally beat the shit out of him, stole his chain. So, what the fuck?
Oh man, what the hell?
Daddy's home.
Oh shit, it's Mission. Well, we are roasting Thugnificent, sir.
Yeah.
And we have a new bag fumble system. Basically, put out of 100 points, each fumble that we measure on a scale of 1 to 10 will be added to the total score. So if you somehow manage to make a perfect 100, you are the biggest fumble on the planet.
Yep.
No, in the goddamn galaxy. Ed and Rummy have got, what was it?
59. 59 points.
Yep, 59 points, and most of those fumbles because of Ed.
Yep.
So, Mission, you can go ahead and read through what Thugnificent did while Tama roasts the shit out of Thugnificent.
Yep.
Alright. Speak your shit, Tama.
Bitch. It's embarrassing you had to get called out by a kid because you were whining about your fucking albums not selling. He literally called your fucking mama on a YouTube video. How do you not feel about being embarrassed by a child on a video by having him call your mama? How the fuck did he even get your mom's number? For one, that's rule number one. How the fuck did a minor get your mother's number? That's what I want to know.
Probably hired somebody to do it. Kid ain't dumb. That much is obvious.
Yeah. Damn. You got outsmarted by a child. Feel ashamed.
Yeah. There's no excuse for that one. Thugnificent royally fucked up with that incident. That whole bullshit is what led to every other fumble he made. Except for the one with Granddad.
Yeah. And also, you met one fumble after another. With bringing Ed, I understand you needed protection, but also, the motherfucker has a fucking short ass temper, shorter than me, and that's saying something.
You're hella short.
I say shorter than Chuya.
I was just about to say that his temper shorter than Chuya.
And you.
Tama's taller than Chuya, Mission. No cap.
Short anyone.
Tama's taller than me.
Wait, what?
Is Tama taller than me?
No, not to my knowledge. I said literally that Chuya is shorter than even Tama.
I know, I'm joking.
God damn it, Mission. But yeah, continue, Tama. Thugnificent fumble after fumble after fumble with this man.
Yep. Like, I understand you needed protection, but Ed was literally the worst person you could have called to be your bodyguard, considering his short temper, and his fucking notoriety with using guns whenever he loses his fucking cool.
Yeah, I showed some points on that. I feel like that was also not just Thugnificent's idea, but also Riley's. So Riley may have part of blame for that, potentially.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did, because that sounds like something Riley would do.
Yeah, I figured he would, like, if he'd been smart, he would have hired Jin Rummy, because Rummy actually can keep a fucking lid on his temper.
Yep. Either that or hire Bushido Brown, but Bushido Brown is expensive as fuck, so...
Hell no! No, that would have been a bad idea altogether. Anyways, continue.
Okay. And then, finally, you costing your fucking ex-friend his fucking job when he was trying to get out the hood, and his boss specifically does not like rappers. You outing what he did in his past fucking career and costing him his fucking job. It's like, he stuck his neck out for you. He was going to get you the job, but you just couldn't keep your mouth shut. Your lips are looser than a fucking hooker on the street.
Damn.
Damn.
Could not be me on that one.
Why you so friend? If you were his friend, you would have applied the fucking rule. What
He
happens
should
if
have
they
read
hit?
the room on that shit. Is what he should have done.
I mean, not just that, but like it's literally. Oh, there go mission.
Shit.
Like not just that, but literally the fucking. It's literally the fucking bro code. Like if one of your homies is trying to get a job and they want to leave the past in the past, and bringing up the past can cost them their fucking position, do not bring it up. Or fucking talk to him beforehand. Like, oh, is it okay if I mention what you did in your past job? If he says no, don't mention it. Otherwise, get the step and look for another job.
Jesus Christ. Well,
Because what he did, it was an accident, but he's still an asshole for doing it.
yeah, yeah.
Like, damn, you literally preying on your homie's downfall.
Yo,
Hey,
What's
Riku,
up?
you realize you're in the middle of a roast court, right, sir?
who what we roasting today?
Dognificent, you missed the one on Ed and Rummy
Magnificent.
again.
Oh, I'm gonna say this.
Mm.
I want to say one thing. That could be Jasper's fucking father. Duff said.
Wait, what?
It could be Jasper's fucking biological father. Cause
Oh, you talking about
those
Jasmine
two
the Fresh
hairs.
Prince?
No. He's talking about Jasmine, Tom's daughter.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you're right. He looks almost like him. Jesus.
Oh God, the horror.
Oh, no.
Gotta fuck her up. Gotta do what's
Alright,
up.
so Rico, I'm gonna have some. Tama can read off the bag fumbles this motherfucker has done. Cause there's some pretty big fumbles.
Oh,
Yeah.
I already know the big bundles.
Oh, you heard them all then?
I saw the boom that's front and back.
Dude,
and yes,
like
that's
we marked the literally the biggest fumbles he did.
Yep.
Mm-mm-mm.
I was about to say Boondocks is nearly almost every black kid's childhood.
Pretty much.
Yes.
But yeah, like we went specifically for the biggest fuck ups Dognificent did. Not just every fuck up, just the biggest ones he did.
Yep.
Okay.
Because if you think about it, this is a fumble. Like most of the fumbles he did was just one after another in a long string of fumbles.
You might as well say that motherfucker stepping on Legos that are laid out in a breadcrumb pattern on the floor, barefoot.
Yep, pretty much.
I still remember he made. I still remember the song. They really made a song by him dick riding Obama. I'm so crying.
That's not even the biggest fuck up he did. The sad part is that's not even the biggest fuck up he did.
No, I know, but I still remember the song. It's
I know, so do I. Vividly, unfortunately for me.
You know that fucking song is got.
Yes,
fucking,
I do. Unfortunately, I do remember that song.
No,
and I regret remembering it. You fucking shithead. I regret remembering that song.
No, do you know what those? You see the I forgot it's Venmo. I think one of the music fucking publishers or some shit. I forgot what it is.
But yeah, like
Chris Brown.
I think so.
Yeah. Why see that logo on that fucking video?
I'm not. You know what, Riku? I'm just going to go through his fumbles. Like, okay, he caused that big ass week long beef with Granddad over a complete misunderstanding. Because Granddad refused to just simply talk to the man like Huey advised him to do.
Said assuming shit.
Like,
and because Dognificent just moved into the neighborhood, this was back when he moved into the neighborhood, and here's the thing, he was saying hi to Granddad, saying, "Yo, what's up, old?" He said, "What's up, old homie?" He was trying to be nice, and Granddad was being an asshole to him, and Dognificent mistook that as him being hostile.
I was about to include fucking Trina.
Shit.
Because remember, all his fucking family came down there. He couldn't tell them no. Actually, I
Mm.
don't have anything. Granddad entirely.
Yeah. So now you know what? We're gonna minus this one from his fumble list because this was literally more granddad than
Granddad.
Thugnificent. So we're crossing that one off.
Yep.
So
Granddad's more. Granddad was more
that was more
hostile.
granddad's fumble than that was literally more granddad's
Magnificent.
fumble than.
Magnificent.
Yeah. So we're gonna cross that one off.
And he
But
listened. And the fucked up part is Granddad listened to fucking Uncle Ruckus more than anything on his songs.
fuck up. Calling for Uncle Ruckus, who is notorious for fucking his self-hatred towards black people.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck was this fucking white
Bruh.
supremacist black?
Yeah, you know what? I'm putting that on Granddad's fumble list. Fuck it. Congratulations,
You know,
Granddad. You're on the
you know,
bag fumble list, you son of a bitch.
I was like, I, I was wondering why the fuck he wasn't on this list. Like, Granddad had some fumbles too.
No, Tama, you want to know the list of how many bag fumblers I have to go through long term?
A lot.
34 bag fumblers.
Oh my god.
34. I have to go through 34 bag
Oh.
fumblers. That's why I had to do this shit in parts. So another big incident, Riku. This one was his own doing, for the record. Telling Sergeant Gunner, a fellow rapper, to eat a dick on live radio.
Oh yeah. Yep.
What made it literally 10 times worse was that one, Sergeant Gunner was a 15-year-old kid who was new to the block. Oh, and here's the most insulting part about all this. Well, before we get to the next part, which is the most insulting. The other part was that Sergeant Gunner was somebody who looked up to him. So he literally just insulted one of his own fans on live radio.
Oh yeah.
He basically put what we like to call a Sean Schimmel.
Ew, gross.
Next one on the list. This resulted in Sergeant Gunner in a YouTube video for a response video, firing back by calling up Magnificent's mom in said video, telling what he did.
Yep.
Oh my.
But
Bruh. I got no words.
then he deserved that because you're a grown ass fucking man coming at a fucking minor who is a fan of you because your fucking music sucks.
Like, okay, not all the songs were that bad from what they showed in the Boondocks, but the problem was apparently he was upset because his songs felt like he wasn't as relevant as he should have been, and he'd only been like in the music business for literally 4 years.
Him
Make
take
bad
his,
music.
him taking his anger out on
Riku,
Sergeant
Booty
Gunner.
Butt Cheeks. The song that was basically a meme for the longest time. Booty Butt Cheeks.
Yeah, a one-hit wonder.
Oh no, he had other songs. They just weren't as good. Let's see, the next one. Bringing Ed with him to a meeting with a music producer that it was originally going to be a drug deal. But the music producer was apparently not only clean, he was actually going to offer Thugnificent a record deal to help him get his shit back together. Ed fucked this up, however, by starting a shootout. So the fumble in this was bringing Ed along.
Oh.
Yep.
He should have hired Rami.
Realized...
Rami can actually keep his shit together.
Hazard, I just realized something.
What?
Ed's fucking temper is as short as Edward Elric.
Oh my god, you were right.
I fucking hate that I made that comparison. I'm like, those two are angry little motherfuckers.
No, you know what? I gotta say it. Ed's temper is shorter than Lisi's height.
Oh my god.
I gotta say it.
We're shorter than fucking Femi's height.
Jesus Christ. Also, Riku, here's another fumble he did. Remember how Doug Neverson spent time trying to find a job before he wound up at UPS?
from it because I'm trying to find a screw to fix my chair.
Fair enough.
Mm.
I'm only gonna say like he cost his best friend Phenomenal his job, working for a big name company. And he let Riley join lethal interjection. So I'm just gonna go straight to the scoring on this one before we get Riku's roast. So we're gonna put this on a scale of 1 to 10. Insulting Sergeant Goddard by telling him to eat a dick on live radio. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's an easy 9 out of 10, bare minimum.
Yep.
That's a 9 out of 10. So he's already got 9 points. The next one, Sergeant Gutter's firing back by basically calling up Magnificent's mom in a YouTube video, telling what he did.
He was, Sergeant Gunner literally pulled a "I'm telling your mom."
Only it embarrassed Magnificent so bad his career went to shit, figuratively and literally.
Like, him getting on Sergeant Gunner should have been one thing, but for him to do it on live radio is like, bro, everybody can fucking hear you.
And
Now
worse,
they know.
remember, Sergeant Gunner looked up to him. That made it all the worse. And being like literally getting himself roasted on YouTube, all over YouTube
Like,
for weeks over that.
Like, buddy, everybody who listened to that fucking radio podcast, whatever the fuck it's called, now they're gonna think you hate children. Congratulations, you played.
Like they basically say he hates his fans. I'm gonna be honest. That's a 10 out of 10. That alone's a 10 out of 10. This is out of 100 points. So congratulations, Magnificent. You already have 19 points.
Like, I would have said he could have done that off the air, but even off the air, that would have looked bad.
Mm-hmm. Bringing Ed with him to a meeting with a music producer. Now, again, this was kind of his own fault, but at the same time, mostly Ed's fault. I'm gonna be lenient and give him a 6 out of 10. Only because, to be fair, Ed's the one who caused it, not him. But Doug Gibson got blamed for it.
Because of the fact that Riley potentially played a role in, vouching for Ed to be hired by.
He should have gone to Rummy.
Considering Magnificent is kind of low-key friends with Riley.
Yep.
That kind of puts him at blame too. Cause like,
that's why I say he gets part of the blame. He gets most of the blame for listening to Riley.
Yep.
So that's a 6 out of 10 right there. Costing Phenomenal his job. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's an easy 8 to 9 out of 10. You can't change my mind on that.
8 to 9.
I'm giving him an 8.5 for that one because, bro, you fucked up. And letting Riley join lethal interjection.
Like, I'm not a dude, but even I know the bro code of helping your homie get a job. Do not blab about the past, especially if the past might cost them their job.
Yeah, pretty much. So, letting Riley join lethal interjection, that's an easy 6 out of 10. Because he's a fucking 8-year-old kid who's a known public menace.
I would have gave him a 7 or 8 just for the fact that Riley's a child.
You know what? Fuck that. He's getting an 8 out of 10. So his final score is a 40.
There we go.
His final score is a 40.5 out of 100 on his fumble score.
Close.
As for his total ratio for bag fumbling, Magnificent, you are getting an 8 out of 10, good sir. You know what you did. 59 points for Ed and Rummy, and for Magnificent, 40 out of 100. Congratulations, you played yourself. Riku.
What's up?
You have anything to say about Magnificent here, knowing his fumbles and all that?
Get your daughter Jasmine. That's all I need to say.
No. Riku. We're pointing out this man's specific fumbles because remember, He insulted a young rapper on live radio telling him to eat a dick. When the rapper looked up to him.
Motherfucker, you need to work. You need to.
No, it gets worse.
full of
Riku, it got worse. Then the same rapper he insulted, Sergeant Gutter, responded in a YouTube video, calling up his mama on the fucking video, telling what he did.
Bruh.
Called up
Bro,
Magnificent's mama on the radio.
Bruh, I'm gonna say this. Bruh. You worse than you worse than Riley. I'm sorry.
He is. You ain't even wrong about that. He is. He's literally worse than Riley on that one.
Riley, listen, Riley have an excuse because he's a child. He can do the fuck. He can get away with something. You can get away with some shit, but you can't. You're a grown man's adult.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If Riley does it natural achievement, he's a kid. He's a kid.
Like
They can
if
get
you don't diss a kid on live radio, at least get another child to fucking do it, so you don't have to get your fucking reputation dirty by that simple fucking fact.
He could have had Riley do it, and it would have been just as perfectly fine. But no, he decided to do it himself because he was upset his records weren't selling as good because of Sergeant Gutter.
Yeah. That's all I was saying. You fumbled the bag 17 times, bro.
He also cost his best friend Phenomenal his job after their rap careers went down the shitter.
Yep, I'm done. Yep. I don't even hear no more. I'm done. Nope.
That's why he's getting an 8 out of 10 on the bag Fumbler score. And I'm reevaluating Ed and Rami to a 9 out of 10 because they did some royal fuck ups, especially Ed.
Yeah.
So the next one, and Riku, me and Tama caught up on the manga for this motherfucker. So
yeah,
Kazuya from Rent a Girlfriend. Oh damn, he already dipped.
Yep.
Yeah, Doug Nipson made him rage quit.
I'm done with him.
Oh, fucking Lord have mercy.
I don't blame him. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah. Okay, so Tama, real quick, go through Kazuya's fumbles.
Yep.
I have a feeling he's gonna get a 50 easily on the total points.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Kazuya Kinoshita from Rent a Girlfriend, aka
the simp guy.
I wouldn't say the, but he's simping.
He's a simp
that
guy.
That motherfucker's giving Zenitsu a run for his money, except Zenitsu beat the fuck out of him for even.
No, here's the thing you have to remember: Zenitsu actually has a chance of actually getting laid. This motherfucker does not.
No, I mean past Zenitsu. I mean past Zenitsu before he committed himself to Nezuko.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
he would have passed.
No, you know what? I can't believe I'm saying this, but I have to say this, and this is gonna suck because I'm gonna have to watch my mouth with soap later for this. I feel like Kisaki will be getting bitches before this guy does. That's how much Kazuya has annoyed me at this point. The fact I had to say that.
Actually, no, I take it back. Not Kisaki. Fucking Draken would beat his ass. Because Draken loves Emma. Takamichi would probably beat his ass.
That's like, an understatement.
You have a whole ass girl right there who wants you, and you're chasing after rental pussy. Brother, you are down horrifically.
Down horrifically bad.
Yes.
You might as well just go over the bullshit facts real quick of his fumbles.
Okay, going after this fucking simp bitch fumbles. Okay, number 1, simping for a rental girlfriend, Chizuru. I don't think that needs any explanation. The motherfucker is a fucking. He's simping for rental pussy.
If you've seen Rent a Girlfriend in Incapacity, you know what this man has done. If you haven't, also, here's your chance to learn.
And chat, if you think that's not bad, go look at CJ's fucking channel for the fucking video he did on Rent a a girlfriend, and you'll know exactly how much fucking money he's spending on rental coochie.
And he's not
That's a
even.
whole
That's not even the worst of it. He's not even like allowed to, do any actual, like, anything, naughty with said coochie. So it's like basically paying for OnlyFans.
yep. You might as well
Mm.
pay for a subscription on the hub.
That was, yeah, $361 was the original amount, Yeoman, but that was for 40,000 yen. I've only just recently looked this up. The value of yen has degraded significantly over the last couple of years. So while Tama goes through the rest of the list, I'm about to post in the chat how much 340,000 yen goes for now.
Okay. Number two, lying to his friends and family about being in a legit relationship. That one also doesn't need to go with context because that statement alone should tell you plenty. You
Yup.
can't touch, you can't touch her, you can't hug her, you can't even. Can he hold his hand? Can he
Hold
hold her hand?
hands.
No.
Like, the most you can do is hold hands and maybe a hug here or there, but nothing like remotely sexual otherwise.
Okay.
Or as Gigi
He
likes to
can
put it, man, you can't get no. I can't do nothing.
he can hold her hand and possibly give a hug, but can't do anything lewd with her because
Not
it goes
even.
against the fucking
Yep.
rules of rentals.
Yep. This is
Yep.
actually true.
That's like renting out a fucking clown and then asking them if they can be your friends. Like, dude, I can't be your friend. I'm just a rental. I'm gonna leave in like a couple hours. I'm not. I'm probably not gonna even see you again. And if I do, I don't know who the fuck you are.
Let's playing it mildly.
Okay, but moving on. Um, ignoring his technical girlfriend Ruka, who legit wants to be with him, flaws and all, even quitting her job as a rental girlfriend herself to be with him. And in addition, turned down free booty from Ruka despite him not even being in an actual relationship to begin with, not even giving her a fair shot. And to be fair, she kind of blackmailed him into dating her, but she had a good reason for it. She has a heart condition, and she likes him genuinely.
I should also
It
point
would have
something out. The whole thing, relationship wise, was actually Chizuru's idea long term. While Ruka may have started by potentially blackmailing him, it was Shizuru who encouraged it because she wanted Kazuya to have a girlfriend who actually liked him for him. So technically, this is
which
Kazuya spitting in the face of her efforts to help him out.
yep,
Technically.
kind of backfired on her end.
So we can't even
But
put this one on Shizuru. It's really on Kazuya. So
yeah, but still, you have to be stupider than stupid to turn down free ass over rental that you can't even touch besides holding hands and possibly hugging. You cannot get down and dirty with her. You cannot get freaky in the sheets with her. You can't even kiss her. The
yep,
most you
even
can do,
kissing is discouraged. I can't make this up, chat. Kissing is discouraged.
the most you'll get out of it is holding hands and hugging. Can't even give them gifts neither.
Well, gifts you could probably get away with, but nothing lewd.
Well, no, actually, I take that back. Can't give them gifts, but um, a relationship otherwise, that's a no go.
Yep.
Because that kind of defeats the whole purpose of a rental girlfriend to begin with.
Mm-hmm. That's playing it mildly.
Actually, just free use girlfriends. Technically speaking, they are free use.
Okay, here's what it says here from one post I'm looking at, and y'all are gonna want to rip Kazuya's head off for this. The general idea is roughly the same. You pay a fixed amount of money for a fixed amount of time to an agency. They arrange one of their girls to go out on a date with you. The rules are no physical intimacy, no exchanging private information or details, anything extra beyond the dating that's expected of you will cost extra money. And by extra, that means additional date time, additional actions required of your date, such as meeting family members, etc.
Uh, yeah, buddy. I would say do we need to have a talk, but you're fucking stupid, so that's not
And he's
gonna
been renting
fucking
this
work.
girl out for 2 years, give or take.
I would say I might as well put him fucking down with fucking Tatsumi, but at least, but
At
I,
least Tatsumi's not a bitch. Not entirely.
that's not even gonna be enough to undo the fucking damage and stupidity that is Kazuya Kinoshita. Buddy, come on.
Uh,
You were already paying your fucking paycheck for this bitch, and it turns out you were paying fucking extra for anything additional?
yeah,
Brother,
I had to double
how
check the
down bad
rules.
can you
I had to double check
be?
the rules on the renting a girlfriend or renting a boyfriend shit, chat. So you're welcome for that knowledge.
Guys, I would say that's just as bad as fucking paying for an OnlyFans, but even the OnlyFans is fucking reasonable. That's just ridiculous. Kazuya, what the fuck? You
Uh
already
huh.
had a bitch that wanted you, and the bitch you're trying to chase after was literally trying to set you two up, but you decided, no, I don't want her. I want you. It's like, buddy, you're stupid. Help me. Help her help you. Let her go. She's a rental. You two are not supposed to be together. She's just doing her fucking job. Oh my. I fucking hate what I thought about just now.
Do I want to know?
I imagine Kisaki and Kazuya's fucking position with Hina as the fucking rental
Oh
girlfriend.
hell no! Don't no! That's nightmare fuel. That is nightmare fuel.
I told you I hated that my fucking brain came up with that.
That is
It's
nightmare
horrible.
fuel.
Oh my god.
Jesus. No. Not just no, but fuck no.
And, and let's be real. Let's be real. He would fucking chase Hina
Oh, sweet
down,
Jesus.
despite her telling him, "I already have a boyfriend. We can't do anything further than him." He fucking would,
Jesus
and I hate that it's.
Christ. I I hate it.
Uh,
I fucking hate it.
yeah, I hate it too. Trust me. How do you think I thought it up?
Oh God.
Right? Okay, let's move on before you fucking puke.
Yeah, I'm lucky I
um.
didn't eat much earlier today. But this is going to require intervention from fodder from Bread Boys after this.
Okay. Um. The next one. Despite being ghosted by the rental girlfriend at one point for at least 3 months, he still sent for her and paid for her canceled rental dates.
Yup.
Go ahead and give them the context.
Okay. There's no nice way to put it. Due to an incident that happened between Ruka, Kazuya's technical girlfriend, and Chizuru, Ruka called out Chizuru on her shit with acting like Kazuya was all but basically, actual boyfriend material, despite her insistence that she's only a rental. Ruka not only called her out on this shit, but basically had enough of it because for the longest time she tolerated Kazuya and Chizuru hanging out and shit together, doing a lot of shit together in general. Because at the time of up till recently at this point, Chizuru's grandma was dying. So after grandma dies, Chizuru's back to hanging out with Kazuya and acting almost like a couple with him again. And of course, Ruka called her out on this shit and publicly humiliated her over it. But the thing is, Chizuru decided that because she didn't realize she wasn't sure if she wanted Kazuya or not, she ghosted the man for 3 months, left all of his messages on red. Not even joking.
I mean, you will say that she was fucking avoiding confronting the situation, so she decided to fucking run away
That's
and
putting it
hide.
mildly, yes.
Like, Ruko deadass just said, "Okay, I'm getting sick of this wishy-washy bullshit. Do you like Kazuya or not? Because I tolerated this shit for long enough. Because your granny was fucking dying, and you two decided to fucking lie to her face. I tolerated it for this fucking long, but now that she's in the fucking grave, I'm not tolerating it anymore. Make up your fucking mind. Do you like him or do you not like him? You're ready. Make up your fucking mind, bitch, or I will make it up for you."
And
And
you know
she,
what? It's true. Plenty of
yep,
time to,
and
figure this shit out.
yep, and in Chizuru, instead of giving a fucking straight answer like she fucking should have, she completely dodges the question and decides, I'm going to go off the fucking radar for 3 fucking months. Take this man's money and cancel the dates and avoid any and all contact with him until I've quote unquote made up my mind about whether I have feelings for him or not,
At this
which is
point,
very
go continue, because trust me, this has got to be done.
like her ghosting him for 3 months was one thing. Her avoiding contact with him was another thing. But I drew the fucking line when he was trying to order dates with her and she still took the fucking money, but she canceled the dates every fucking time. How scummy do you have to be to fucking steal someone's money and cancel plans to try and meet up, but still take their money anyway? How fucking scummy do you have to be? You're lower than low. You're you're more scummier than fucking barnacles on the underside of a boat.
Ew.
It's
By the way,
true.
Tama, you have your gun.
Yeah. Hold on, let me grab that bitch because shit's fucking disgusting. Because if that were me, I would have simply left it. It didn't fucking help that she fucking saw the messages and left him on fucking red. You could have just not looked at the messages, Chizuru. You could have just not looked, and he wouldn't have fucking known you were ghosting him until eventually figuring out when you were avoiding him.
You
You
know what?
stupid bitch.
At the same time, Kazuya is no better because here's the thing: Ruka at least gave him his space when he needed it
Yep.
at one point, because he did need his space at one point, and that's perfectly fine. She at least tried to help him. Keyword tried.
Yep.
Oh come on, Gilmon! By the way, Tama, you might want to look at the stream.
Oh, she's really fucking pissing me off because Jesus Christ. I get your fucking job as a rental, but you were you were actually fucking disgusting if you took this man's money and still didn't go on the fucking date.
That is more
Fucking
than a bit scummy, but yeah. By the way, I gave you a little something on stream.
yeah, I see.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry, but Kazuya deserved it. He straight up deserved it because
Oh, the cost.
he enabled Chizuru's bullshit for too long.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong. The first couple months, fine, whatever, because he was still reeling from what his ex did to him. I get it. His ex is a fucking see you next Tuesday, or as I will bluntly call her, a massive cunt.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, Kazuya is no better at this point. 2 years he's had to get over the bitch. 2 years. And all the while ignoring a girl who blatantly wants him. And here's the thing, most of the time, and here's the thing, I've watched this series twice, and I regret it because the entire time I see him on screen when he's interacting with certain girls, especially Chizuru, he's just talking about how good she looks, how amazing she looks, how smart she is. Bro, either close the deal or shut the fuck up. Seriously. Like, for fuck's sake, Baki Hanma, who is basically socially fucking stunted with girls, closed the deal faster than he ever could. Jesus Christ!
Also, give him on the fact that you said Mineta has a better chance of getting a girlfriend than Kazuya.
That might end up being
no.
true at the rate Kazuya is going. That's the sad part.
No, I would sooner say Denki has a better chance of getting a girlfriend than Kazuya.
Well, Denki actually is appealing to a good chunk of the My Hero fan base. That's the difference.
Yeah, but Denki is as much of a fucking pervert as Kazuya is.
I'm aware of that. That's why I said it. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. And I can't believe I have to say this. And not to mention, I have to point this out. At one point, let's not forget, Kazuya was catching feelings for his ex. The same ex who broke his heart, ripped his heart out, and practically stomped on it. The same ex who, might I add, was basically trying to cause an affair with him and his supposed girlfriend at the time. All because she couldn't handle the fact that Kazuya was trying to get over her. Don't worry, I have words for that bitch at another time, but Kazuya, you've had 2 years to get over all this shit. Enough is enough, my guy. And the fact that when she finally confronted you after the ghosting, you're still pulling the same shit you did right before the ghosting happened. Have you learned nothing, sir? No, at this point, you're getting a backhand from me and a beat down from my Discord child here.
Not even just that. Not only did that motherfucker go back to his old ways, but he pretended like that shit never fucking happened. It's like, she ghosted me for 3 months? No, she didn't. She's been here the whole time. Like,
no, he's still going, oh my god, Chizuru she still looks so fucking cute. I'm like, oh my fucking god. I'm gonna be honest with you, Chad. I wanted to kill him at one point. Because he was legitimately pissing me off.
Nah, if that were me, I would have hung that motherfucker from a goddamn
I would have hung him from a flagpole by his testicles.
No, I say hang him by a cable from power line, so that way the motherfucker can get electrocuted while hanging.
I got a better idea. Hang him by his balls from a flagpole. He'll eventually have to fall, right? Law of gravity and all. Because at this point, he's pretty much a lost cause.
Yeah, I would have given him the same punishment that I'm giving Tatsumi, but he's a lost cause, and that's not gonna have much of a fucking effect on him, and he's not gonna learn anything.
Yeah, like at least Tatsumi paid attention to other girls in some fashion. This idiot isn't even doing that one. So let's tally up his score, shall we? He's still getting an 8 out of 10 the bag fumbler score, but let's see how many points he gets.
You know what?
You
know what? Speaking of which, I'm letting Tatsumi off the leash. Beat that nigga's ass.
Damn, you really trained him well, huh?
Yes.
Okay, so adding up his total score here for a moment. So, regarding his simping for a rental girlfriend, and I hate to say this, but I have to agree with his ex on one thing. Going for a rental as your way of solving your self-esteem bullshit does not help you long term. So that's a 7 out of 10. Because he fumbled on that with that knowledge.
No, you know what's bad? When the toxic fucking ex is the first one to tell you that shit.
Yep.
And you know,
It's the
in
primary
those
reason why she's
situations,
trying to fuck over Chizuru, by the way. It's
yeah,
one of the biggest
and you
reasons why
know,
she's trying to fuck over Chizuru. Like, jealousy and also that.
yeah. But you also know the situation is dire when even your technical girlfriend is also telling you the same fucking thing, despite having used to be a rental girlfriend herself. At least she had some common sense to fucking quit her job than try and do this
Hey, yep.
shit, do the secret relationship shit while keeping her job as a rental. She was
Yeah.
smart enough to quit.
There's
But
no nice way to put it. Kazuya, you're a fucking idiot.
yep. And Chizuru might as well be doing the fucking cha-cha slide on his fucking feelings, around his feelings.
Yep. So like I said, I'm gonna tally up his score. So for regarding relying to his friends and family about being in a natural relationship, that's a dickhead thing to do in itself. That's an easy 7 out of 10 for me.
Mm.
Any objections?
Uh, yeah, 6 or 7.
Yeah, like it's like okay, I get if you're doing it because you're trying to avoid bullshit with drama with your family, but you did this shit for 2 years, my guy. Enough's enough. Once or twice is one thing, but doing it constantly for 2 years is just no. And even worse, that your one of your best friends found you out, and he still keeps doing it. Mm-mm. Next, ignoring his technical girlfriend Ruka, who legit wants to be with him, even quitting her job as a rental herself to be with him. This goes
That's a
back to
straight
what
up 8.
this goes back to what I said last stream. If somebody gives up some easy money for your sake, you better show some goddamn appreciation.
Yep.
That's an 8 out of 10, easily. You're not changing my mind on that.
Yeah, 8 or 9, easily an 8.
Yep, so that's an 8. So he's already got 22 points. And we're not even through the list. We're not even halfway through the list yet.
Oh my god, Kazuya.
Let's see. Turn down free booty from Ruka, despite him not even being in an actual relationship. Like, bro, you couldn't even consider a hit it or quit it, like a one night stand? Really?
Bruh.
You. And here's the thing, Ruka has been said on multiple occasions to be just as attractive as Shizuru, so, buddy, what have you got to lose? You're still scoring a 10 either way. And you're
Even if it is just a night stand, it's better than chasing after rental coochie that you can't have.
And here's the thing. To my memory, Ruka was one helping pay for the fucking hotel visit.
Alright.
Oh, this guy's a fucking moron. 8 out of 10. No, no contest on that. 30
Judging by the end
points.
of the
30 points, motherfucker.
yeah.
30
But
points.
also, Kazuya better hope that Tatsumi doesn't kill him by the end of this trial.
Yep.
Because I could really hold him back.
Okay, despite being ghosted by a rental girlfriend at one point for 3 months, bare minimum 3 months, he still simped for her and paid for canceled rental dates. Okay, the
That's
first week or two is one thing because he was trying to help her out financially. But at the same time, he needs to focus on himself because he was an emotional wreck
yep.
after he was most like an emotional wreck after the first couple weeks.
Yep.
But to keep doing this for 3 months, you should have quit after the first week, my guy. You should have quit. So at this point, he's been legitimately simping for her for over literally 2 years and some change,
Yeah.
including
I wouldn't.
paying her money out of his pockets.
Yeah. I would have given him a 5 for that, but the extent of how bad it is, like no, that deserves higher than a 5. That's like a 9, almost a fucking 10, my guy.
Yeah, I mean, no one like who literally let somebody ghost them for that long? Couldn't be me. 9 out of 10, so that's 39 points. Congratulations, fuckface. You by yourself, you are comparable to both Ed and Rummy. You're already like you're just 2 points below Thugnificent, motherfucker.
Mm.
Even after the ghosting, he still does not address the issue in question, acting like it never happened. That's a 9. That's a 9. Easily a 9. So we have 48 points. Kazuya, you're making me want to beat your face in right now. We're not even gotten to the last one yet. Putting his rental girlfriend on a pedestal despite how she treated him.
That's 10. You're not seeing my mind.
Congratulations, fuckface. You are 58 points out of 100.
But buddy, putting a fucking rental on a goddamn pedestal, you can't even date her. What the fuck are you doing that for? She's not gonna quit her job for you. What are you worshiping the ground she walks on for? She's not gonna quit.
He literally managed to almost tie with Ed and Rummy. Those two had to make that score combined. This motherfucker made this one on by himself.
You know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm thinking right now?
What?
That motherfucker low key has a goddamn cuckold fetish.
I feel like he does, considering he once dreamed of getting cucked by his ex.
Not just that, but the fact that Shizuru potentially has been with other men before Kazuya.
That doesn't
and
help
he
his
still
case.
won't. Yeah, that doesn't help. It's like, buddy, I don't know what to tell you. You might have a cuckold fetish. The fact that you were dreaming about your ex cucking you with other men.
That was right after
After
relation. That's right after she dumped him, for the record. So he was in a bad place at that point mentally. That one I'll excuse him for. But if he had done so any other time after, like say, a good 2 or 3 months after the fact, nah, at that point he's a bitch.
always, but putting who might I add has probably been with other men besides you, who probably treated her the same way but knew their fucking boundaries. My buddy, my guy, you low key a cuckold. Oh my god.
Okay, so that's 58 out of 100. Congratulations, Kazuya. You literally are tying with Ed and Rummy at this point. You stupid motherfucker. Oh, scratch that. That is a 9 out of 10. He's no, there's no forgiving this one. He matched Ed and Rummy. Ain't nothing I can say beyond that, chat. I'm sorry. For those who apparently support this dude in any capacity, I'm sorry, but if you think about it from my perspective for a split second, you'd see why this man deserves to get roasted over a funeral pyre. Because apparently he has not learned from his fuck ups. He has not learned from anything he has done at this point. So, what do you want me to say? Just, bruh. Chat, do you have anything to say before I move on to the next idiot? By all means, state your comments. I'm curious. Welcome back.
I just came back because I had to use the restroom, but I'll
It's
be
all
back.
good. It's all good. Also, I just read this part. Apparently, there were at least two other opportunities for Kazuya to confess his feelings for Chizuru, but he fumbled it.
But I'll be back in a bit.
All
I
right.
just gotta use your do this.
You do that. I'm letting chat decide what to say about Kazuya at this point because, low key, I want to throw Kazuya out of the window. Chat, by all means, send your opinions in. I don't care anymore when it comes to this idiot. Like, I will gladly, like, I'm not even gonna bother with a sentence for him. Like, just subject him to the rating he gets. I don't give a fuck. How? How in the actual fuck do you make such a fumble like this? So yes, 58 out of 100. There's no nice way to put it. Nothing? Really? Okay, Hedgefloof says, bro had 40k Japanese yen and he still fumbled the bag. Yeah, Hedgefloof, that's how much he was paying for every single time he called up on a rental date. And here's the sad part. He actually almost secured the bag twice. But he fucked it. He completely fucked it. So yeah, there you go, Hedgefloof. This man fumbled royally. Anyways, I think it's safe to say we can move on to the next one once Tama gets back, but yeah. There's really no nice way to put it. The bag was fumbled, and it fell into the abyss. It fell deep into the abyss. Alright, so I'm a oh right, Hedgefloof. A question for you, sir. If you're interested. There is a question I have for you. What is your thoughts on Thugnificent from the Boondocks? Let me give you the rundown real quick while Tama is busy with going to the restroom. Thugnificent did the following. Just out of curiosity, I want to hear your statement on this. This man did the following. He's an honorable mention for record. He insulted rapper Sergeant. He insulted a 15-year-old rapper, Sergeant Gutter, on live radio, telling him to eat a dick. The result was being that said rapper in question, Sergeant Gutter, called up Magnificent's mom in a YouTube video telling him what he did, embarrassing him in front of the entire YouTube community. On top of that, cost his ex-friend Phenomenal his job at a well-paying company by mentioning what they did in their past careers as rappers. In a job interview, no less. Letting Ed join him on in a meeting with a music producer where Ed started a shootout. And finally, letting Riley join Lethal Interjection, his crew. So, what's your take on it? Get this man out. Shit. You know what? You ain't lying. He's got to go. Well, would you like to hear his score, Hedge Floof? I think you're going to laugh. Shoot. Total back fumble rating is an 8 out of 10. He's a major back fumbler. Now, his score on a scale of 100 points, he scored 41 points. Because the higher you score, the bigger the back fumbler. This man scored a 41 out of 100 just by causing accidental damage to his own rep, his own squad, and basically his own career. No, that's Kazuya's score. The 58's Kazuya's score. He scored as much as Ed and Rummy combined. This man scored literally as much as Ed and Rummy put together. That's, yeah, because, okay, the Magnificent score 41. I'll type in chat for those who can't possibly hear me at the moment because I've been having issues with Discord today. So, for Magnificent score 41 out of 100, which is embarrassing itself in terms of back fumbler. For Kazuya, 58 by himself, by the way, 58 out of 100. He and Ed and Rummy have the same score. Keep that in mind. Ed and Rummy got the same score, and they're a duo. Man's fumbled that hard. Couldn't make this up. Anyways, now we've got that BS out the way. While Tama is busy, at the moment. How is chat doing? I feel like I need to ask. This is possibly, and I have a feeling I'm going to have to go back through one of them in particular because of his rating, but I digress. Wait, how is the chat doing? Just good grief. Alright, hold on a second, chat. I will be right back. I am being called for some reason. But yes, I will be right back, chat. I should not be gone long.
Alright, I'm back. Ah, shit. Ah, that's very good.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, sorry about that. Had to run to take care of something. But yeah, now we've closed the door on the case of Kazuya. All right, chat. Sorry about the wait, but here's the next fumble on the list. Yep, this Colonel Sanders looking knockoff motherfucker. There's no nice way to call it. There's no to say something nice about him would take a lot of effort on my part, so not gonna bother. Jacques Schnee from the series Ruby. You can go ahead and read his fumbles, Tama. I'm just gonna rack up his points real quick. I might as well do this shit in advance
Okay.
now because there's no saving this piece of shit.
Yep. Jacques Schnee, aka the guy that Gigi wants to cut because the man is a horrible father and a horrible husband in more than ways than one.
Uh-huh.
Um, okay. And to start off our list, at number one, we have failure to be a decent human being.
Which isn't that hard to do. Like, being a decent human being should not be that hard to do, but this man failed this one spectacularly.
Mm-hmm.
8 out of 10, easily.
Yeah. Okay.
That's 8 points.
Mm. Okay. Number two, failure to be a decent father or man. I literally just mentioned that not too long ago.
So, yeah, we could just put that as an 8. 16
Yeah.
points, Jock. Keep going.
Okay, and number 3, we have corrupt, greedy businessman who blatantly admitted to his wife he only married her for her money on his daughter wife's birthday, no less.
Yeah, and on top of that, from what I understand, it was right in front of his own daughter. Not just on her birthday, oh no. It was in front of the daughter in question.
Yeah.
9 out of 10. If there's ways to be a terrible father, yeah, this guy is a model example. If you're gonna pretend to care about your kids, at least don't say this shit in front of your kid.
Also, on top of that, he slapped his daughter Weiss when she called him out on his controlling behavior.
I'll let you score that one, Tama, because
Uh, That is a fucking 10. If not, it broke the scale. Because, gee, I didn't know being called out for your controlling behavior by your own daughter, no less, equals slap her across the face.
mm-hmm.
Last I checked, your daughter is not how you treat your meat at night.
That
And yes, I went.
that's not okay. That's not okay.
I mean, am I wrong though?
I know, but still.
And that's even assuming he even has anything down there.
And we also have to point out the control behavior includes literally cutting off his daughter from the family fortune just because she was spending time for friends. And
Bruh.
because he demanded that she call him immediately.
Somebody called past Taiju Shiba. I think he has competition.
Uh-huh.
Like somebody called Taiji because I think he heard that Hakai was going to put his friends before his family, and he did not like that.
Next one, Tama, because there's 2 more fumbles if I remember correctly.
Okay. Yep. Okay, and the final 2 are being racist towards the faunus kind and driving his wife to alcoholism.
Yep. I can explain the second to last one easily enough. Yeah, basically put, Jacques owns essentially through his wife, owns a mining company where the job itself is dangerous by nature for, people who are working on the ground and all that, or working in mine shafts. The long and short of it is he underpays his employees, especially the faunus, very badly. Like, he severely underpays them. More concerned about how much money he gets out of their backbreaking work. In fact, I should also point out that he's had at least a large number of his employees work in extremely unsafe conditions, and several have literally died because of it. And when someone calls him out on this, it's like, but I'm not a terrible person towards them. But here's the problem: he doesn't give a shit about them either. He's literally considered a prime example of one of the worst bosses you could have.
Jeez.
And as for the last one, when he told his wife he only married her for her money, she basically put any potential chance of, any love she had left for him went out the window at that point. And she basically broke down and had a depression and started drinking herself unconscious almost every day. In some cases, she would drink a whole bottle of vodka per day. Nice work, Jacques. You fucking idiot.
Congratulations, you made your wife an alcoholic because you can't even be a decent husband, no less a decent man.
So, I guess we could put that for being a racist. He's easily a 9 out of 10. The sad part is it's not even out of hatred he does this shit. It's just, he just is apathetic as fuck to their situation. Not to mention, he's been stated to be a very vindictive and petty son of a bitch. So congratulations, Jock. You want to know you want to hear to Jock's total score already?
Oh, I can check and see it for myself. 50. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
then you're slowly creeping up to Kazuya's numbers.
Yep, and Ed and Rummy's.
Be careful, Jock.
Yeah, there's no nice way to put it. 54 out of 100 is still bad. You want to roast him, or should I? Because I have a few things to say to Jacques. I mean, this is a man Gigi
I
wants to cuck, as you said.
I really ain't got nothing to say to him, honestly. Oh, like, in all honesty, I have nothing to say to him besides, you fucking suck at life and deserve
Mm-hmm.
to get sniped.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite funny to see him get arrested by his own daughter, though. No, seriously, his own daughter arrested him.
Hilarious.
I wish I was kidding. In fact, hold on. I have the GIF right here. If you look at muted for a second, Tama, give me a second. Here it is. How does it feel, Jacques, having your own daughter arrest you?
What?
Like, seriously, bro, like, it's bad enough he failed to be a decent human being to his own family, to the point where literally his own staff hates him with a fiery passion. Like, no cap. All the butlers and servants that work in his household, they hate him. In fact, when the news got out that he got arrested, they fucking celebrated. Jacques, buddy, how do you feel knowing that people want to cuck you not because you're rich, but because you're a terrible person to your wife and kids? Because I was once told this as a kid. One of the greatest things a person can have is a family to care for. That's way better than money. So, Jacques, buddy, how do you explain the fact that you're so greedy for money that you'll basically say fuck them kids and apparently not give a shit about your wife who held out the longest amount of hope for you after giving you 3 children? Buddy, you gotta change your ways in some fashion. Otherwise, you're a piece of shit. Fuck your redemption arc if you ever get one. Yeah, low key, he doesn't. And not only that,
And
how? You had literally just one job handed to you by your father-in-law. Don't fuck up and protect his daughter. You failed spectacular in this, sir. And it's literally because of you, by the way, Jacques, that your wife is a target for assassination by a terrorist organization. How do you feel knowing this? You put your family at risk with your own bullshit actions. The worst part is, he claims to care about his family. Let that sink in. He legitimately thinks that he's helping his family by being a money hungry piece of shit.
that's not how caring for your family works.
Yeah, like, sure, he's definitely caring to his family, right? I mean, he can't be that bad, right? Note the insane amount of sarcasm in my voice.
Buddy, if your family's in because of something you did, clearly you are not caring for them. You are in fact endangering them. But you're not going to see that because all you care about is money, money, money. Cream
Yeah.
of crap.
He's literally, I can legitimately say with full certainty, He is literally a worse parent twice over than Endeavor for My Hero. And that's saying something.
Now that I think about it, that motherfucker is worse than Mr. Krabs, and Mr. Krabs can actually care to give a fuck about his daughter.
That's because, okay, let's be fair here. Mr. Krabs actually cares greatly for his daughter. He just doesn't always do it smart. So he's kind of an idiot when it comes to, like, Mr. Krabs has an excuse of being a money-hungry idiot. This guy, he knows what he's doing is wrong. He just doesn't care. Because to him, money's more important than doing what's right. And at least Mr. Krabs actually felt some sense of remorse for the dumb shit he does do. So where does that leave, where does that leave Jacques asked here? Because Jesus tapped in Christ, this man is a fumbler of epic proportions. He is literally reaching Kazuya levels. Yes, Kazuya has his own level of fumbling at this point. Only it's not because of simping, it's just general bag fumbling. I got a lot more to say about this idiot, other than what I just said at this point, so anything else you want to say, Tom, before we close the book on this motherfucker?
Shave all your hair off because you're doing Colonel Sanders a severe injustice by looking at. Change your suit too.
No, you want to know the sad part about why he wears white and basically all that shit? Like, he's going out of his way to prove himself to be so righteous and pure. He's even wearing all white just to prove, just to show he cares when he honestly doesn't. That's how much of a piece of shit he is. So before I kick him out of my courtroom, I am going to get this real quick. Hold on a second. There you go, motherfucker. You can leave a few bolt holes, bitch. Next. Oh, right, his scoring for the chat to see. Yeah, chat, I'm going to be honest with you. His score, easily a 54 out of 100. That is very bad. Remember, chat, the higher you go on the bag fumbler scoring, the worse a bag fumbler you have to deal with. Keep that in mind for future reference. So yeah, 54 out of 100. That is Jacques' rating. Fight me on that, if you wish. But you'll lose that argument. Given all the horrible shit he's done to people for one reason or another. Next. Next one on the list. It's gotta be done. Yamcha from Dragon Ball. Tama, please read through the bullshit he's done to be a bag fumbling idiot.
Oh no, it's my ex.
Oh God!
What will I do?
Okay, I'm gonna say this on record. Anyone who's dated Yamcha in the past, you poor soul, and I mean that. And I don't usually give any sympathy for anybody most of the time, so that should tell you something. All right, Tommy, you may read through his fumbles.
Yep, whatever shall I do? It's not like I'm gonna roast him or anything. I'm totally gonna roast him. First on the fucking block, we're not gonna talk about the Cybermen thing. We're not gonna talk about that. That's been brought up so many times that's not even a point anymore. We're not bringing that up.
Yeah, like literally, the Cybermen thing is not even the biggest fumble on his record anyway. So next.
And that one wasn't even his fault. He just happened to be there.
Worse, he didn't check his surroundings, so that's the only part where he fumbled. He didn't make sure he didn't double tap. Okay. No, Yamcha, like, it's not even about being weak. It's about being smart. And Yamcha was not being smart that day, so.
Yamcha, last time I checked, you're not a fucking blonde.
All right, next
Make the
one.
blue. Okay. Next one. Um, somehow managed to completely fumble one easy job throughout at least half the Dragon Ball franchise, and that was to keep Bulma happy.
Yep. You couldn't fuck that one up, right? You shouldn't have been able to fuck that one up. Because Bulma, if you look back at early Dragon Ball to late, like halfway through DBZ alone, Bulma was loyal to Yamcha for the longest time. Richest girl on the planet. Literally would have done almost anything for Yamcha. You can't mess that up, right? You have to have the ultimate girlfriend. Loyal, rich, successful, basically would literally do almost anything. And somehow Yamcha completely screwed that up.
Mm,
Like I said, this is a matter of
that was,
intelligence more than anything else.
yeah.
So yeah, I accidentally quoted the next part on the file. My bad there, Tama. But I couldn't get my mouth shut on this one because the stupidity on this man. But you may read it regardless.
Uh, yeah, as you said, it's literally impossible to mess that up, but yet somehow he found a way. Um, yeah, she one of the most loyal and richest girls in known anime history and would have done nearly anything for him without a second thought. She was
Yep.
dedicated.
Go ahead. Just
Okay, and it only gets worse. According to Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, he cheated on Bulma with several other girls. Around this time, Bulma mentioned that there were possible plans of getting married the day Yamcha died.
mm-hmm.
So she was planning on putting a ring on it. While this motherfucker slanging dick left and right.
That's why he's an idiot. That's why he's a goddamn
Like,
idiot.
one fucking job, Yamcha. One fucking job. And you couldn't even do that. It's not that fucking hard. Keep your eyes away from other women.
Or if he wasn't interested in Bulma anymore, he could have let her down easy or something. I don't know.
Yep.
But he practically tried to treat Bulma like a side piece at one point, which kind of fucked him over long term. So, anyways, the last
Yamcha
one on the list.
Yamcha's such a fuck up with women that he makes Satoru Gojo look like a fucking playboy. At least Satoru's smart enough not to get himself involved with a woman because he knows fucking damn well he is not meant to be tied down.
Exactly.
But Yamcha is fucking doing this shit while calling himself devoted to Bulma and only her.
At
While
one point he was, but again, he somehow fumbled that entirely. And
I don't
granted,
know,
while
Kushina.
Bulma's eyes have strayed once or twice, she still remained loyal to him despite all of that. I mean,
Yeah,
what more can be said? Yamcha's an idiot.
yeah. And finally, he got cut as of the Android Saga by none other than Vegeta, who was one of his would-be killers.
Yeah, literally a former. He got cucked by a former enemy. That's like getting cucked by your fucking bully. And the worst part is Yamcha put himself in that position. He put himself
He
in a
did,
position of being the bully victim who got cucked.
he honestly deserves that.
Yes, he did.
If you're not gonna treat her right, then somebody else is gonna come along and do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
In which
That's
case,
why
it just so
Vegeta is
happens,
currently. That's why Vegeta's Bulma's baby daddy, not Yamcha.
yeah. If you're not gonna treat her right, someone's gonna come and do it for you. And in which case, it was the guy you were supposed to be kicking the ass of that showed you up and stole your woman from you, which you deserve for being such a royal fucking cunt.
Hmm.
It's not that hard to be fucking loyal.
Well, like I
It's
said, if
really
he wasn't interested in Bulma anymore, I don't know. He could have said, "Okay, Bulma, this shit ain't working out." He could have, like, I don't know, talked to her, something, anything other than the stupid shit that he engineered that set up his own failure.
it's not loyal. If you don't like her anymore, just let her know. Be straightforward with her. Just tell her, okay, maybe I'm not worth. I'm maybe it's not gonna work for me to be tied down to you. It's not
Yo,
you. It's me. I can't help my eyes straying, and I don't want you to feel like you're not good enough. Find someone better. Something along those lines.
it's a
Instead
miracle she's still friends with him. That's the funny part in all this. He's lucky she's still willing to stay friends with him.
instead of blatantly fucking cheating behind her back.
Not just that, but he's lucky. He is lucky she's still, like, choosing to associate with him and be friends with him after all the shit that's happened. He's lucky
I
she's gotten a big enough heart for that.
I think half of the time she just
Tolerates
lets
him.
it, yeah, tolerates him. She lets it be. She's a bigger person for not fucking holding a grudge, and
Or,
instead he's carrying.
filing a restraining order.
Yeah, and anytime he does make any kind of remark towards, quote unquote, wanting a chance to fix his shit,
Nah,
she
he knew
straight
that
up
ship
don't.
was sailed. Nah, he already knew that ship was sailed. Like when Vegeta basically knocked her up. Let's be honest.
If he even makes a simple comment on any anything like that, she straight up dogs him, and he deserves it.
Yeah, but clearly she's not that petty, so he got lucky.
But
Anyways, you can go ahead and roast him. I already said what I need to say about Yamcha at this point, because he really is a fucking idiot.
yeah, also reminds me of one of my other fucking exes who did the exact same shit.
Joy.
Yeah. Um, cut that motherfucker off. He was not getting a second chance.
I don't blame you, all things considered. I really don't blame you.
Yeah. But Yamcha, for the love of fuck, I hope you never meet another woman for as long as you live. I hope you stay alone. With far as the only person, well, only creature that you'll ever be in the company of.
I'll give Yamcha this much. He's not as bad as Mineta.
No, but he's still a piece of shit.
I'll also have to give him this much, as pains I am to admit it. He did crack a couple W's throughout the series. It's just his L's have covered more W's. And I mean, so let's be fair here. Now the one of the ones that I will give him shit for as long as I live is literally not just because he fumbled with Bulma, but I think if I remember right, he was still dating Bulma at the time this went down when Marin was flirting with him right in front of Bulma.
And
Got him
broke it
shit.
off of him.
Jesus Christ. Words fail me with him, so I'm not even gonna bother. I'm
He's
just gonna tally
lucky
up
that.
his score at this point. Go ahead.
Yep. Bomo, he's lucky Bomo fucking tolerated his shit for so long. Because
Mm-hmm.
Aaron blatantly flirting with him in front of her should have been the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yup.
But you saint for having put up with it. That
Yeah.
should have been the straw that broke the camel's back. That should have been the last straw for him. She should have fucking said, okay, well, Yamcha, if you're not gonna tell her that you're taken by me and tell her to knock off the flirting, you can have her. You two are so perfect together. But Bone was not paid like that, so she didn't. But she
All
should have.
right. So here's the thing. Considering the number of fumbles is relatively low, I had to adjust Yamcha's score to match it. So you want to know what his total tally is? Now that I think about it in hindsight,
But
most of his fumbles were straight up 9 to 10 easily. No contest on that. But his overall score, surprisingly, is a 37.
I,
But keep in mind, this is
mm,
because of the number of fumbles. He didn't make a lot of fumbles, but the fumbles he made were colossal ones. So let's go with his number of fumbles versus the. So he. This is the only reason why he got a low score because he didn't make a shit ton of fumbles. It's more along the lines of he made just some massive ones. The biggest one being the one with Bulma where he broke the scale. So that one I gave him. No, I think about adjusting the score. He got to 40 out of 10 for that. Like not out of 10, but a 40 out of 100 over that. Cause the one with Bulma broke the scale, so I had to adjust for that. So his final score is a 40 out of 100 for the bag fumble scale, and only because of the sheer number of fumbles. If he had made any more fumbles, this would have been a good deal higher. But this is his overall score. So next, because honestly, there's nothing more to say to Yamcha at this point. He's just an idiot. All right, Subaru Natsuki from ReZero. Tama, you may read his fumble list. I already said last time I was done with him, so I don't even give a fuck about Russell anymore.
is it, this motherfucker's the OG simp.
He's basically Kazuya before Kazuya
But,
existed. Well, in
yep,
a sense.
but, yeah. But his offenses go as followed. Subaru Natsuki is guilty of simping for half-elf girl Emilia, who for the most part showed zero interest. She did not like him. She
She
not
didn't
did
like him
not did not.
romantically for the longest time. She only started developing feelings for him at some point. Like I forget when, but she did eventually. But only I think it was largely due to his persistence, but because she had her own goals she wanted to focus on, and Subaru was just like, "Come on, Amelia, pay attention to me." Anyways, continue. Just
Uh, got his ass kicked in an attempt to avenge her honor. Didn't even land a hit to um, to Hazard's memory.
that's an easy 10 out of 10. Not even gonna, cause he fucked up quite royally with that fight.
Uh, when Demon Girl Rem confessed her love to him, giving him a whole speech about how she wanted to give him a family and make him the happiest man alive. This woman basically gave him a whole ass fucking declaration of love. And what does he do? He not only rejected her, but also had the audacity to ask her to help him get with Amelia, the other woman, so to speak. So not only did he turn her feelings down, but he also had the nerve to ask her, so I don't feel the same way as you, but could you help me get with Amelia? I really like her instead.
He's lucky
Why?
Ram put up with that shit for him. Just saying.
Yeah.
He's lucky.
If it, yeah, if it were me, I would have turned Ram loose on his ass and let her kill him.
Is that what?
Finally,
That explains why Fen wanted to basically Funny you say that. Fen wanted to do the same thing apparently at one point. But yeah, the last one on the list, please.
and finally, the guiltiest offense of them all. Rem had to fake her death to force him to confess to her how he felt about her, and literally told her he would take her as a second wife, provided Amelia agreed to it. He did admit he loved them both equally. Like that fucking does any fucking favors.
Uh, Again, I am speechless at this one.
Like, buddy, you could have just no.
I mean,
I would
I
have said
mean, if there's some kind of rule against polygamy, that's one thing. But it doesn't sound like it. So, at least not to my
like
knowledge.
the fact you even had to ask Amelia for her fucking blessing to have the both of you at the same fucking time.
That
At
to
that
either
point, I'd be like,
takes.
hey,
I feel like that's to take both major balls and a major amount of stupidity.
yeah. It's like it's either her or me. Which one are you gonna choose? Cause if she doesn't want you to also have me, then you cannot force her. That's not how love works.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just fucking sad. If you have to ask the other woman for permission to add another partner, at that point it's like, nah, fam. You can keep her all to yourself. I do not care. You made your choice. You made your bed. Lie in it. Don't drag me into it. And the sad thing is, Rem, being the pure sweet being that she is, still accepted it. Bless her soul. Bless her heart.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't be
Against
mad at
all
her for that.
odds.
I can't be mad at her for that, but I am mad at Subaru for that because he's the one that suggested it.
Yeah, but apparently he's slowly undoing that fuck up hilariously, for what I've been hearing and for what I've read.
Mm.
So he's not completely dog shit for it at this point. Like his fumble is slowly going the same route Krillin's major fumble did with Android 18.
He
So
showed up his
he
ass.
might get his happy ending. Who knows?
He still deserves to get the Hajime treatment. Pull up the ass.
Ha. Personally, I've already said I'm straight up done with him, so I'm not gonna say anything on this idiot. So I already gave up his total score. He gets a literal 40 out of 100. The most of the A good chunk of the score came from literally his fuck up with Rem. Like almost half of the fumble score is literally because of how he handled the confession with Rem. Granted, he was not in a good place mentally for the most part in that conversation, but still, he should have thought that shit through more effectively. Like, I am well aware that he was not in a good place mentally when this conversation went down because of all the times he literally was forced to relive his own death. But at the same time, he could have handled that just a tad bit better. Just saying. Not asking for a miracle, just a little critical thinking. But yeah, I got nothing else to say about this guy. So if you have anything to say, Tama, now's the time.
Uh oh no, my foot. It's slipping. What's Hajime doing over there with the pole? Uh-oh.
Oh
Oops,
no, you didn't.
I did. It
And
was an
people say I mean.
accident. It was an accident. I swear my foot slipped.
Sure it did. You know what? Next idiot on the chopping block, and the last one on the list. Oh boy, this one's a doozy. Talk to me from a Kami got kill. This is a man who started No Hose University, one of the biggest bag fumblers in anime history, if not of all time.
Yeah.
Words fail me on how many opportunities he had and completely ruined to. There was. Fucking hell. Even now, he still irks me with how many fumbles he's made. Tama, you may read off this idiot's information, just his fumbles. Because Jesus Christ, this man is a bag fumbler and a half. No, he's an entire squad of bag fumblers.
Personally being punished under me by my own request because he should not have been able to get away with what he fucking did in the anime. But his
Yeah.
offenses um Tatsumi from Akame ga Kill. His offenses include the following: had virtually zero competition in the anime when it came to getting girls. This is true. His only other competition was literally two other dudes. One had a crush on their boss, and the other one was gay. So he literally had nobody to fight with over the other girls in his squad.
Yup.
Nothing standing in his way.
Which begs the question, how the hell do you make a fumble this bad?
And can't even blame it on his looks. He's a good looking man. So how the fuck do you manage to fumble all these badass women? You are a good looking fucking man. You got some badass women over here sipping for you. They want the dick. What are you doing? Anyways, um, his next offense made the near fatal mistake of agreeing to spend the night at a stranger's home. Said stranger, unknown to him, murdered his childhood best friends. Huh.
Yep. That's a big fumble right there.
I did not remember that one.
Oh no, this was
And
in
I
the
watched
very
the
first couple
comedy
episodes
kill.
of Comic Got Kill. Motherfucker, like, okay, this one rich girl, I forget her name, she convinced Tatsumi to go to her mansion with her. Unknown to him, she had apparently gotten her hands on two of his best friends. I forget their names as well, but because they all got separated when they were going to the capital to raise money for their village. Here's where shit goes south. Tatsumi not only got separated, but he met up with one of the girls in question, Leone, who tricked him out of almost all his money. And because he had no money and no place to stay, this rich girl took advantage of that, invited him back to her home. Unknown to him, she has a hobby of literally tricking naive or very stupid adventurers or and such into agreeing to stay at her home, where she tortures them and basically plays with them for shits and giggles. And here's the worst part about this. This girl was already marked to be killed by the Assassin Squad night raid, unknown to Tatsumi, and this girl almost convinced him to literally fight to the death on her behalf. Until Leone and Akame showed him just what kind of person he was actually protecting. So yeah, that's the context behind that one. And if you want to hear more on this comment, here's the worst part. The final nail in the coffin that convinced him that the stranger was basically a no good rotten bitch. Seeing the half dead body of one of his best friends hanging from the ceiling.
Uh,
Uh-huh. She was barely alive by the time Tatsumi got to her. His other best friend had been tortured bad enough that If I remember correctly, I think his skin had been flayed off of his body by the time they found him. But yeah, there you have it.
Yay.
No, lucky for Tatsumi, he avoided this. He got lucky, but his friends, not so much. Anyways, you may continue, Tama.
And finally, he completely passed over multiple opportunities with several girls in the series, most notably Shield, Akame, Leone, Chelsea, Mine, and Esdeath. Especially Esdeath.
I had to adjust the scale specifically because of this fool.
Yeah,
So,
I think
hmm?
I think out of all the girls, he fumbled the hardest with Esdeath.
I'll be honest with you when I say this. He didn't just fumble with SDF. Because Kamiki told me, apparently, and I had to look this up, Leone practically marked him as her fucking mate, and he was too stupid to realize it. She basically all but outright said that she wanted his babies. And he did not fucking talk to me. I want to pimp slap you. So yes, chat, here we go. Exhibit A, Shayla. Exhibit B, Leone. Exhibit C, Akame. The title character herself. The female lead. Exhibit D, Chelsea. Exhibit E, Mine, the girl he actually got with. And Exhibit F, Estef. How do you fumble so hard? He fumbled not just one, but damn near all of them. Now, I'll give credit to the manga version. He actually not only got with Mine, he put a baby in her. And to my knowledge from the manga's been finished for some time. Tatsumi and Mine retired from the assassin biz to raise their child. So this begs the question: how in the actual fuck do you mess up this badly? How?
No clue. In the manga, he has fucking ribs. In the anime, motherfucker has zero ribs and is dumber than a bag of fucking rocks.
You've got this dumber the bag of rocks part, but the zero ribs part, I don't know. I mean, he somehow got SF's attention, and Akame, by her own admission, was staring at his schmeat at once or twice, so he clearly did
No,
something right without realizing it.
I say zero ribs because he made no fucking moves on these girls whatsoever, and they had to be the ones to make the moves. Yet he ran away like a fucking pussy every time, or made up an excuse to run away.
What makes this even more tragic is that, like I said, he had 5 opportunities to my memory, 5 with Estef. Granted, one of the craziest bitches in the entire series. But at the same time, I gotta point this out, and this has come from me of all people, who's not entirely the biggest fan of her because of her bullshit. How do you fuck up an opportunity with a woman like this who was willing to give it up on the first night? How? Jesus Christ. It hurts. It hurts my brain to. Oh, what makes this worse? The very first night they were spending together, they were in bed. SF was half naked. She was ready to have Tatsumi pipe her down. And he decides he wants to talk about politics.
I don't think I've ever seen a woman get turned off so fucking fast when a man
She
starts
literally
talking about
slapped
politics.
him for it. She literally slapped him for it. How?
I can't imagine somebody getting fucking turned on. Their partner talking about
Just
politics in bed when now is not the time nor place for this. We're about to get down and dirty in the sheets, and you want to talk about politics? Like, no. Mood would be killed so. Mood killed, Lady Boner gone.
Jesus Christ. Talk to me. You're an idiot. You're just a straight up idiot. Do not pass
Why do you think I
go.
have him under me?
You know what?
Why do
You
you think I
don't
took him? I
just
literally for that specific reason. It's like, no, we do not talk about politics
Jesus
in bed. We
Christ.
when we're about to get nasty, down in the sheets, no clothes, only pillows, only blankets. You do not talk about politics in bed. You do not talk about the economy in bed. You do not talk about the state of the world in bed. The only thing you should be talking about is what you're about to fuck.
Shit. Okay, thank fuck it reconnected. That was too
Oh, thank
close.
goodness.
It almost completely cut out.
Oh, jeez.
It almost
But
completely cut out. So, yeah, there's no nice way to say it when it comes to talk to me. Idiot is an understatement. No, idiot will be super rude.
it's like running away is not an. Yep. You either see the signs and you take the first chance you get, or you see the signs and say I'm not interested and leave. Simple as that.
Mm-hmm. So,
None of that bullshit. Leaving the question
not to
unanswered.
mention when they were trapped on an island alone together for what, a month? Give or take? How do you not take the opportunity? I mean, don't get me wrong. You had to survive, fight and survive in that shit because it was an island and there were some dangerous creatures on that island every so often. I get that part, but you couldn't take the time to I don't know, raise her up. Really? You couldn't even do that, right? Talk to me,
Man,
idiot.
take time to enjoy the fucking view.
Talk to me, buddy. This is why your score has to be adjusted a little bit differently because this is a mark of just how bad like you know what, you just go ahead and roast him because I'm ready to backhand this idiot.
Muff literally had a whole ass meal in front of him and he did not take a bite. Talk to me. Come on. You can't tell me you don't see the signs and feel that tingle in your loins that says, oh shit, I want to get in her pants. You can't tell me you don't feel that. You can't tell me the first thing you think is, oh my gosh, she's getting naked. I need to run. Like a
What
fucking
makes this
bitch.
even more wild is that Estef straight up fell for that fool on sight. No joke, she
And he
fell
didn't
for
even do
this
it.
fool on sight.
And he didn't even do anything to fucking prompt that.
He could have clapped cheeks.
But he didn't. He kept running away like a bitch. Which I constantly had to punish him for.
Yeah, just Jesus tapped into Christ taught to me.
it's safe to say that he learned his lesson. Don't fumble bitches ever again.
Oh, and Chad, I have to give y'all a special exhibit real quick for an idea of just how badly he screwed up. Here's an idea of how badly he screwed up. This is another exhibit, but this has to be shown. This right
Oh
here.
no.
This. Feast your eyes on the biggest fumble out of this series of fumbles of SDF.
Again, motherfucker was not.
I
Like,
feel like he
look
was
at
doing
him.
this shit on
He's in a war.
purpose. I feel like he was doing this shit on purpose.
Yep. Look at his eyes. He did not.
He clearly wants to look, but he's
Like the bodaciousness is too strong, but my virginity must live on. It's like, no, lose that V card now. She's
no.
asking for it. She
She
literally
lit.
took off her top, showing you her titties. Take that shit. She's telling you to come to the table, clap her cheeks, clap her cheeks, boy. Follow the fucking, follow the sign. Follow your body. Take your ass to Pound Town. She's begging for the dick. You can't say she's not attractive. You clearly think she's attractive. Why are you looking away? Look
This
directly
isn't
at
the
her.
first
Admire
time
the
this has happened,
view.
by the way, for the record. This isn't the first time this has happened. It wasn't just with SF. This exact type of scene happened. This also happened with Akame when she was stripping to go swimming.
Yep. That motherfucker blushing. He can't hide that.
He's Fumbler would not be enough to describe this man.
Bad tots me bad. That
Chat,
whole ass body right
you're
there.
free to weigh in, chat, on your opinions on Tatsumi. Cause Jesus, tap dancing Christ.
Had a whole ass bad bitch all to himself on an island with no one to stop him. And what does he do? He grows to be a chicken. He hides away from the view. He says, no, I must remain a virgin. I cannot lose. Like, no, 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 no. You are not losing. That is a W. That is ass. That is got. Go get it. She's asking you to come to the table and eat. Go eat. That's a whole ass meal right there. Eat it. Wasteful ass. If that were me, I would not have wasted no time beating her cheeks down like there's no fucking tomorrow. It's like you want your cheeks beat? Bet. Bring that ass here. What are you doing? Why are
What's
you looking
wrong with
away?
you?
It's not even like she's ugly. Cause let's face it, chat. She is not an ugly woman. She is beautiful. All the
Even if she's a
men
bit
want
fucking
her.
crazy. Even if she's a bit on the fucking crazy. Even if she's an absolutely crazy bitch on the level that rivals Toga from My Hero, she's at least attractive.
Yes. All the men want her, but she does not want the men. She wants Tatsumi.
Yeah,
But
I
Tatsumi,
thank you for reminding me of this, Tama. I just remembered this. She literally told Tatsumi from day one she would not look at any other man other than him that way.
yep.
If
But
he
what
had
does
simply
he?
told her he didn't feel the same way, fine. Though granted that could have possibly gotten him killed in the long run. Still.
I feel like even if he did tell her that he didn't feel the same way, she would have at least respected it. Like there would have been a slight chance you would have respected it and be like, okay, that's fair. I can't force you to love me. At least you were honest.
Yeah, and at least she would have but at the same time, let's be fair, would have also encouraged her to try harder to get his attention.
Yeah, which he wouldn't have been able to fault her for because that just shows how much she fucking loves him. She's
Yup.
devoted to the man. But what does he do? He averts his eyes because he must remain pure. Eyes on the prize. What's the fucking prize, Tatsumi? The prize is right there. What are you looking away for, dumbass? The prize is right there. The prize is over there too. There are several fucking prizes for you to choose from, and you decide to avert your eyes and look away like a goddamn coward. Lose your fucking V card anymore. Lose your V card, dude.